Welcome back to Easy Health and Fitness, Torah Health and Fitness. We're still in the chapter on Achila Gasa in the book Body and Soul. This is chapter 15, and we do have resources on this topic on TorahHealth.org. We spoke last time, or 2 sessions ago, about the first 2 levels of Achila Gasa. Before we get to level 3, I think there's some more to be said about where we're at right now. Level 3 is a very high level to achieve, and we don't need to go there right now. Right now, we need to try to work on just not stuffing ourselves, not overeating. And we've all been there, where we have this appetite, and we just feel like we just could eat almost anything. And unfortunately, or for better or for worse, we live in a society, most of us, where calories are very cheap. It's very easy to nosh, to fress, and so easy to overdo it. And many weight management plans have been scuttled by snacking. By snacking in the morning, by snacking in the afternoon, by snacking in the evening. 2 thoughts about how to avoid that trap. Number 1, to understand what causes those hunger signals. There's a difference between being hungry and needing to eat. Being hungry does not then give you a moral obligation to eat. Hunger is information. What generates the hunger? Not that you're starving. Even though you say the words, we often say the words, I'm starving. Starving means like you're weak and you can't move, and you're maybe even at risk of sickness or worse because you're not getting enough calories. I'm pretty confident that anybody listening to this audio or watching this video is not starving literally. It's just a feeling that I'm starving. But if you actually check yourself, when you have that, next time you have that feeling of I'm starving, ask yourself the following question. Do I have energy? Can I move my arms and my legs? Could I do a push-up? Could I go up and down a flight of stairs? If the answer is yes, you have that kind of energy and you have that strength, then understand that information that you feel like you're starving is actually a lie. You're not starving. Now, appetite is a complex hormonal feeling. It comes from a various chemical mixtures that are going on from your brain to your gut and back and forth. Essentially, in a nutshell, to keep it simple, there's more details here on page 191. We have a whole page explaining this, but in a nutshell, look at it like this. We all have fat cells that have energy, and we have a gut, we have a stomach that likes to get food on a certain frequency. And if those fat cells are being asked to give up some of their energy, or if the stomach is not getting the food when it wants it, there's going to be a signal sent to your brain to tell you to eat. A hunger signal. A hunger signal. Who's sending that signal? It's not your muscles saying we need energy. It's not even your brain saying I need energy necessarily. I'm talking about a person who's eating enough calories every day. Just you have that craving at 2 in the afternoon or at 10 o'clock at night, where you know that you've eaten enough food. And it's not a question of getting enough food, it's a question of the craving. So this is simply an eitzah that you can use next time you have a craving like that, is to realize this is not real. It's not true. I'm not starving. I've eaten enough food. It's hard to get to that level though. And one advice comes from Jewish tradition. It also comes from the doctors. We have something called cheshbon nefesh, to keeping a record of what you're trying to achieve in the day. Let's call it cheshbon guf, keeping a record of what you're trying to achieve physically in the day and what you are achieving. You can buy these online. The Mayo Clinic has one called something like the Diet Journal or Diet and Fitness Journal. I think we even have a link to it on TorahHealth.org. I use a simple notebook, okay, personally. It's just a method of systematically recording what I'm eating every day. And using in the back of this book, the simple calorie guide, so I can keep track of the amount of calories, so I can stay within my target. It's that simple. Should I also record exercise? Maybe. In fact, most of these commercial diet and fitness journals do have a spot there every day for recording your exercise to keep track. But I'm only talking about cravings right now. If I know that I should be eating, say 2,000 calories a day to maintain my health adequately, then I can keep a quick cheshbon here and I can see what I'm eating. And if I'm under that and I have a 10 p.m. craving, I can make a calculated decision. Maybe I will have a healthy snack right now at 10 o'clock because I'm still within my target for the day. But if I'm over, then it gives me a little more power to say no to that craving. Say, no, I've had enough. I've reached my goal and I don't need to eat anymore. That craving will go away. I'll have a drink of water and I'll, B'ez Hashem, have a good night's sleep, and we'll start again today, tomorrow with a new blank slate. This is the end of Adar. And Rabbi Callis right here on Torah Anytime and others have been speaking about how if we had a good Purim, the Simcha of Adar now is still there. And it's all about the nefesh and the guf, the body and the soul, being partners at a higher level than I was before Purim. This is a wonderful opportunity. This is the last week before we start the Chodesh of Nisan, Haba'alein L'Tova. We should end this week, end this month of Adar with the greatest simcha ever, which is the simcha of knowing that I'm working body and soul together for my higher purpose in life. And until next time, be gesund.